What's up, everybody? It's Braxis here, and it's the weekly giveaway video. Order a Alliance sticker. All you have to do is be subscribed to my channel and have commented on this video. The winner from last week's video is displayed above me here in the annotation. So check your mail, and I will be mailing your sticker out to you as soon as you respond to me. Now, in this video, we have Seraphis, the multi-gladiator Death Knight that I fought a few days ago and uploaded that video. You can click right here for that. Is giving us a little more in-depth look into why Blood Death Knight tanks are going to be great for flag carriers in Season 12 of Mr. Pandaria Beta. So I'm going to let him talk, and I hope you guys enjoy this.
Good evening, everyone. This is Seraphis, and I play Seraphis on Illidan on the live servers. A couple of things I'm going to be showing you tonight regarding Blood Flag Carrier involve the mobility and survivability of the class in a standalone front. A lot of the times in a rated battleground, a flag carrier will end up getting their healers killed, and so they will need to find a way to stay alive by themselves. A couple of things I'll end up demonstrating are the massive survivability capabilities involving the new Scent of Blood mechanic, which your auto attacks, each stack cause your death strike to heal you for a little more, and it also causes all your auto attacks to give you 20 rune power. Another thing I'm going to end up showing you guys is the one heal macro, which basically you can, if you're expecting the death pack, you can pop Vampiric Blood with the glyph, you hit Rune Tap, and you death pack all at the same time, and it all in all comes out to about an 80% health heal. Aside from that, we also have the Lichborn heals that we can still use, although I suspect most flag carriers are going to be spec'd into Purgatory to give themselves a second chance at living. Another thing that you guys are going to see is an evasive maneuver involving both Remorseless Winter and Death's Advance while switching to Unholy Presence. So, with no further ado, let's start. Okay, Unholy Blight is very good in this respect. It applies your diseases to everything without using any runes that you would have to otherwise use on Death Strike. You can use Outbreak and just use Pestilence, but that takes multiple global cooldowns as opposed to Unholy Blight just taking the one. If you guys are watching my buffs, you can see during the course of the fight that the Scent of Blood I'm getting is slowly stacking up, and that increases the potency of Death Strikes that I'm using. And up to 5 stacks, the minimum heal from it is 55k. Now, one of the things I'm about to do is I'm going to pop Remorseless Winter on them. They're both going to get stunned here. And then you pop Unholy Presence, and you can use Death's Advance as a very quick getaway. Now I can switch back to Blood Presence, and as you can see, they're going to have a little bit of trouble getting back to me now. Alright, now that they're back on me, they're starting to get me a little low, and I'm going to use my one heal macro in a moment after I dip under 100k. And there's that. Of course, it didn't do as much as I wanted it to because, of course, both of these people are putting the Mortal Strike debuff on me. And in the event someone gets low, spring to that, and in the event someone gets low, I can even put Soul Reaper on them, which still has a devastating potency, even as blindness. Thank you everyone for watching. This was Seraphis, and this is the demonstration of survivability and mobility that Death Knights are going to have in terms of flag carrier. Alright, another thing we're going to demonstrate right now is one of the common tactics in RPGs is to just send a rogue to screw with whatever flag carrier they have. Just, kind of slow them down, keep them stunned, and keep them from getting the flag too quickly and to buy everyone some time. So one of the things we are going to show is how now with recent changes, it is not going to be that easy to stop Death Knights as opposed to how it's easy to stop even a warrior for a decent rogue. So we can go ahead and start now. What they're going to do is they're going to hamstring me. They can root me if they want, and one of the things it's going to do is when they get near me, I can stun them. And as before, I can use Unholy Presence and Death's Advance to get away and get a decent lead. He stunned me at this time, and as long as I keep strafing on what I'm doing, I can keep healing myself on the way. Death's Advance itself is on a 30-second cooldown, so It's pretty deep, pretty good. It's just like Hand of Freedom, except it doesn't break through. Well, what else it does is it passively increases movement speed by 10%, and passively increases movement speed by 10%, and it makes it so I can't be slower than 70. So as you're seeing, I'm slowly getting some distance here. I'm going to let the hamstring fall off, and then I'm using Death's Advance to get away from him. As you can see, even when I'm slowed, passing off the Holy Presence with Death's Advance lets me get a respectable lead on someone who doesn't have any movement speed. And seeing as how rogues nowadays are going to have to choose between Shadow Step or Preparation, it's kind of unlikely that rogues are going to be taking Shadow Step in an RBG scenario. The good thing about this is, since it's every 30 seconds, I can just keep it going on indefinitely. I can trinket out of that, switch on Holy Presence, sprint, and there we go. I got another very respectable lead on him. An IBF out of that stun. As you can see, it's pretty easy for a DK to just stay mobile nowadays. We have every way to get out of stuns, especially, I'm not sure what blood DKs are going to end up wanting to spec into. I personally like Remorseless Winter for flag carrying, but there's also Desecrated Ground, which, if Ambraxis will just stop for a second, I'll switch to it and I'll show the applications of that. Alright, another of the things we're going to have to keep in mind for flag carriers is you can also take Desecrated Ground over Remorseless Winter. It's got some advantages and some disadvantages. Remorseless Winter is only good for people who are in your melee range, and it is a good stun, and it does let you get away from people relatively easily. But one of the things that people are going to want to keep in mind is for rogues, especially, with the whole working with boomkins, you can drop a smoke bomb and a solar beam at the same time. One of the good things is you can spec into Desecrated Ground, and none of that will affect you. As a demonstration, Ambraxis and Easy Mode Bro are going to stun lock me and all that stuff, and I'll show how Desecrated Ground will work against all that. As you can see, even if I'm already stunned, Desecrated Ground breaks that. And as long as I'm staying in my own Desecrated Ground, they will never be able to completely take control of my character. They'll be able to root me in the light, but they will not be able to stun me and make me unable to defend myself in any way. That includes stuns, silences, and the like. Alright, another thing we're going to have to demonstrate right now is exactly how much distance Death's Advance plus Unholy Presence puts between people. So, just for measure, I'm going to use Remorseless Winter on Ambraxis, and we're going to see how far away it takes me throughout the course of the stun. Bear in mind, right after that stun wears off, he is going to try to he's going to try to heroic leap and charge at me and try to catch me. As you can see, if I had not had the arena wall to stop me, I would have been so far away from him that there would have been no chance for him to catch up, and he would have had to mount up and come back up to me. In which case, that would have ended up being about 20 seconds of his time, and even right now, I only have 20 seconds left on the Remorseless Winter cooldown, and Death's Advance is back up itself.
This video is part of the Wave movement, a career path in video, sponsored by TGN. To learn more, please visit tgn.tv.